What happened to vlogging? Why did some of the most popular vloggers in the world just quit? Casey Neistat, to Roman Atwood, David Dobrik, the Paul brothers, and even Emma Chamberlain. YouTube is not the same place anymore. The expectation from the viewers is higher, the content quality is higher, they want to see something fast. It's hard to hold attention. Now, instead of boring you with my theories on why I think vlogging disappeared, we're diving straight into 3 vlogging legends: Emma Chamberlain, Roman Atwood, and Casey Neistat. Starting with Emma Chamberlain, she had a very different spin on what vlogging could look like. One of her earliest vlogs was in the middle of 2017.
Good morning. It's currently 6 a.m. I woke up at 5 today. I'm not very tired.
The thing that was slightly different about her vlogs was, number one, her editing style. It was a very unique style that was much different than what normal vlogging or daily vlogging looked like. Just take a look.
This is delicious. Jasmine green tea. It's really fucking good, actually. Something inside of me was telling me to try something new and to also get something that wasn't water.
Emma Chamberlain, original vibes all the way. Her charisma, infectious. You could listen to her talk about potato chips or a drink for hours and still be entertained. And her audience feels the exact same way, with comments like, "Emma's new editing style is so calming, I love it so much." Or, "Emma's new editing feels like when it's raining outside and you're reading a book or watching a movie. Completely calm and comforting."
Part of why I can't do it anymore. Vlogging, for example. It has been, there's so much of it everywhere. It's so saturated that selfishly and creatively, it's not a way of storytelling that I feel inspired by anymore. It can mess with your head and it can uninspire you. It also, though, pushes you to do something new.
But from what you can really gather from the clip, it just began to get too saturated and extremely competitive, which you might argue competition is a really good thing. And I would strongly agree with you. I also think there's an element that artists or content creators want to feel like they can provide something that nobody else can. There's a time where it just feels like everybody else is trying so hard. But what about Roman Atwood and Casey Neistat? Now, when it comes to Roman Atwood, we're diving into something deep, dark territory. He is not just sharing his daily life on the internet, but he's also sharing his family for all to see. It's like walking a tightrope without a safety net, knowing that one wrong move could send everything crashing down. It was a constant tightrope walk between authenticity and performance. Every smile, every laugh, every moment captured on camera. It was a gamble for his own sanity and the well-being of his loved ones. But there's a kicker. Behind the camera-ready facade lurk shadows of doubt, of the relentless pressure to keep up appearance. When your life becomes a public spectacle, when your family becomes characters in a never-ending drama, the stakes couldn't be higher. So why did Roman Atwood step back from the daily hustle and bustle of vlogging?
Your safety was compromised.
Yeah.
And I believe that was the reason that you were absent for so long, correct?
Yeah, we didn't quit YouTube. We were told to get off YouTube. Yeah.
You're
so
a nasty stalker.
Yeah, we dealt with some stalk, and we've had lots of them over the years, but you know the difference between this is an okay stalker and this isn't an okay stalker, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man, the FBI jumped on a case, and it was a long, painful case for many reasons. One, we had to just take it. You have to just take it, right? Because if we come out and say anything, then there's a chance he'll quit. The stalker will quit if we scare him off.
Oh.
The FBI needs this person to keep going, dig deeper, get in more trouble.
So in short, he dealt with tons of stalkers. Now, not really people stalking him, but rather people stalking his wife, Brittany, which is incredibly scary when you think about it, because it's not only Brittany or him, but it's also their young children. And having people pretend to call your insurance to cancel it on your car so that when you're driving down the road, if something was to happen, you wouldn't be covered, or people trying to pretend to be Roman and get into his bank accounts and other subscriptions and just cancel everything just to be a problem. And the worst part is that Roman Atwood's message was to smile more. It was overall he just wanted to bring positivity. But he also mentions in another clip that he felt like there was nothing left for him to do on YouTube.
I heard David Dobrik say it really well, and when he said it, it hit me so hard. He was starting his podcast, and he was talking about why he's not vlogging anymore. And I'm in a mental place where vlogs are very, I've done it.
Yeah.
And he said, I've done it. What else is there to do?
Yeah.
It's like you can't keep one-upping yourself and stay mentally sane.
And David was at the top, you know?
Yes.
Just like Casey Neistat was at the top and did it. You were at the top and did it.
He carved his face into the mountain of Mount Rushmore for vloggers. It seems quite interesting that a lot of them have different answers for why they left YouTube and or moved on. You also get to see a glimpse of what David Dobrik said, which again was simply he felt like he did everything he needed to do on YouTube. However, Casey's answer is really interesting as well. So Casey, why did you decide to stop vlogging?
I think that, one, I think it's so new. Everything you just said is right, but I also think that it is exasperated by the fact that it's so new. This is never, like we've had movie stars and actresses for almost 100 years. You know, we can look back in 1919, like when talkies were starting to come up. Movie stars were movie stars then, and they were famous, and there was some understanding of that. But this is so new, where your own fame, your own notoriety, your own success, financial and otherwise, is all within your sole control for the most part, compared to traditional mediums, traditional entertainment mediums. So like, yeah, you're not just burdened with like your physical presence because you don't have a publicist, you don't have a PR person, you're physically putting yourself out there. You're literally putting yourself out there every day. But you're also consumed with the burden of the actual production. You're not showing up on a set when you get a call sheet. This is your operation. Like we're sitting in your studio right now and you guys pay rent in the studio. You pay everybody's salary that works out of your space. And so I think like the burdens are holistic, and that's never existed before in this medium.
Vlogging isn't just about pulling out the camera and shooting whatever's in front of you. It's a full-time job, especially for someone like Casey Neistat. His vlogs may seem spontaneous, but there's actually meticulous structure to the story, with a beginning, middle, and end. Casey does it all himself. No producer, no fancy studio, and when a video flops, there's no one else to blame. It's a relentless grind that can wear down even the most resilient creator.